Hello and welcome to our Jucy van walkabout. This is our Jucy van. We have named him Rolly. So we're going to talk you through all the bits. So first of all, the outside. So this is the power port. So at the moment we're not plugged in, but to plug in you have to twist, pull, and then you put the cable in, and then over here is where you would plug in. Next on the outside we have the gas. So to open the gas you need to get your little fob, pop it in and twist it. Gas is in here. Always make sure the gas is turned off when you're driving, and when you're finished only turn the gas on when you need it. So I'll close that up, make sure it's closed. Okay. Next we have our water fill up. So it's for fresh water only to fill up your tank. You need to get your key again, which is attached to your main keys, pop it in, twist it, and there you go. Then you get your hose, you put your hose in, and when there's enough water, the water will start spurting out, so you know to take the hose out. At the back of the van you have your grey water, so this is where you'll empty it. So really simple, you have to twist it, pull off the nozzle, and then here there's a lever to pull. Only pull it when you're at a dump station, because otherwise the water will go everywhere, and just make sure to close it when you're finished. Finally, on the outside we have the fuel cap. This is on the passenger side, and the latch to open it is just underneath the steering wheel on the driver's side. So let's go inside. Okay, so first of all you have this little flap here. This is where the cassette toilet is. So to be self-contained you need to have a cassette toilet. We haven't used it yet, but it's available to use. Here the orange cable is your power cable, so when you need to plug in you use that. And then behind it here you've got your grey water pipe, which you pop in to empty the grey water. Here is a really important part of the van. You've got your switches to turn things on and off. So all of these run on the secondary battery in the car, which is really important. So you've got your lights, turn your lights on and off. You've got your fridge. Obviously this needs to stay on all the time if you want cold stuff. Again, your water pump should stay on as well, and your ACC, which is your accessories, so things like your stereo and your power sockets. So like I said, these all run on the second the second battery of the car. Your first battery is to start up the engine, and your second battery is for all of the other things you might need. So here you've got some USB ports, so you can use these at any point when you are driving. And over the other side of the chair we've got your standard plugs. You can only use these when you're plugged into a powered site. We bought ourselves an inverter. This is so that we can plug in to the 12 volt when we're not using any power. So if we need to charge like our phones or our laptops or anything like that, we can still charge it when we're not plugged in properly. This is well worth investment. So now we've got the kitchen. So you've got two sides. So on this side you've got your hobs, your two hobs. Remember, you can only use them when you've turned the gas on the outside. You've also got the fire clicker to light the gas hob. Here you've got like a preparation section if you need to. On the other side we've got our sink, so our draining board, chopping board that fits perfectly into the sink, and underneath you've got your sink, and we keep our supplies in the sink so they don't roll around everywhere. And you do also have a plug if you need it. Under the sink there are the two cupboards. So to open any of the cupboards in the kitchen you need to press the button, to pop open, and then open the cupboard. So in here we've got all of our pots and pans, we've got our cleaning products, kind of the kitchen stuff. Also we've got the second cupboard here, which contains the same stuff. So it's quite big, you can fit quite a lot of stuff in there. Close them, press the button in again. On the other side we have our fridge. It has a lock. This is really important to shut it when you're driving so that the fridge doesn't open, which we've had a few times. Twist it, pull the handle and open the fridge. Again, quite a large fridge. Make sure that you've got a shelf to put your drinks on. Okay, to shut the fridge again, push it shut and make sure that is locked. Very, very important, guys. Then again, we have another cupboard, push, open, and this has got all of our dry food, cereal, tea bags, pasta, etc. Close it. There we go. Okay, so at the top, around the top of the van, you've got all your pockets for your storage. So we're just using this one as general storage. We've got some like our spices and our fruit and veg in here. You've got all your cutlery in one. The back is just an additional one, so we've got sort of like the long utensils and our coffee cups, bowls, plates, mini plates, any other storage, and then cups and glasses. So they just open up, you just store them in there really easily, and they do make a bit of a noise when you're traveling around, banging around, but it's fine. Just make sure that it's always zipped up before you drive off. Top tip. You want to eat inside the van at night time, or if the weather's not very good, you've got an indoor table. So it's stored down the side. It's got the two little notches here, so you need to open it up again, squeeze and open, and attach it into the side of the van in the holes, push it down, and you've got your dining room. Okay, so you have two beds in the van because this van is designed for 4. You can sleep 4. So the first bed is at the top here. We're just using this as storage because there's loads of space, but if you did want to use it, there's a little hook here. You pull the hook out and the bed will slide out to around about here where my head is, and that's a double bed. And there's, okay, so this is the second bed, so the sofa also turns into a bed. This is the one that we've been sleeping on because it's much easier and actually really, really comfortable. So the first thing you need to do is, by the cassette toilet is a hook. You need to unhook the bed from there. Then with your little tab, you need to pull it out all the way to the chairs, like so. Then this part flattens out, push it down. The pillow of the sofa needs to go right down as well. And then the last bit of the puzzle is this block, which goes on the chairs to form a double bed. To put the bed away, really simple, just the complete reverse. So take out the big block. We tend to put it on the floor until we find a home for it. You then need to take out the cushion, which sometimes can be a bit tricky. Perfect. I normally just pop it out of the way. Then you need to lift up the middle section. Okay. So whilst we're here, this is where we've been storing out all of our stuff. So our big backpacks are at the top of the van at the back, and then all of our clothes and anything that we need daily we keep underneath the bed. There's loads of space. Yeah, toilet paper. Also underneath the bed there is a bucket. Inside of the bucket is your hose pipe where you can fill your fresh water, and then we've been keeping our washing up liquid and washing powder in there as well. So to finish packing away the bed, you then need to push this section all the way as far as it will go. Then you pop your big pillow back on, your cube in the middle. This acts as like an armrest. And the last thing, really important, you need to clip it back together. There is the second bed and the sofa. Okay, so every single window in the van has a blind, really easy. Pop the poppers, drop the blinds down. Most of them will clip onto a section of the van like that. So if it's hot or at night time, pop all the blinds down. Again, fold them up, just roll them really easily, roll them up and clip them back on. So there are several windows in the van that open as well. So the top ones kind of slide the hook and then this way, sorry, open the window. So you've got one this side and the same on this side. On the passenger side of the car, you've got a window in the middle. You push and you can open that one, and then of course you've got your windows, the side at the front, and you've got your back door that you can also open. In the van there's a bunch of lights. Make sure the switch is switched on, turn all the lights on. The cool thing about these lights is there's like a little notch. If you press it once, you dim the light. If you press it a second time, it turns the light off. So at night time you can have the lights on, and instead of flicking the switch you can just turn all the lights on and off. This one slightly different. There's also an outside light, so the button is the orange button on the inside. Flick it on and that will light the outside of the van at night. Okay, so this van is a Toyota Hiace. It is an automatic. If you've never driven automatic before, it takes a little bit of getting used to, but once you got used to it, it's not too bad. It comes with AC, which is good. Some of the vans come with Bluetooth, but not all of them. We are lucky enough that we've got one with Bluetooth. We'd recommend buying one of the USB chargers for things like a sat nav or your phone when you're on the go, and we also picked up on Marketplace really cheap a sat nav, which has been invaluable on our trip. We've also got 2 glove boxes, so a top one which is quite good, and then there's a second one here, storage under here, storage here, and there is a 3rd seat. So this is actually a seat which will flip up, but we keep it down, and obviously we keep our bottles in it when we're driving. It's a good little storage holder for your phones, your cables, any sort of maps that you might need as well. We also have 2 camping chairs and an outside table. These are extra if you want to use them. We just thought it would be useful. So a few times we've had our breakfast outside. Again, the camping chairs just close, open really easy. The table is a little bit more difficult, so I won't show you how to do that, but it just stores down the side of the van with the indoor table.